Welcome to London. My name is Alan Nolan and I am the author of Molly Malone and Bram Stoker in the Riddle of the Disappearing Dickens. And I'm going to bring you guys on a whirlwind tour of London City to show you some of the locations from the book. The Riddle of the Disappearing Dickens tells the story of the young Molly Malone, part-time fishmonger and full-time pickpocket, who, with her best friend in the whole world, Bram Stoker, the boy who grows up to write Dracula, leave their hometown of Dublin and come to London, only to find that the world-famous Charles Dickens, their favourite author in the whole world, has mysteriously disappeared. This is number 48 Doughty Street, and this is where Charles Dickens himself used to live when he was a young man. And in my book, The Riddle of the Disappearing Dickens, this is where Charles and his son Henry stay when they're up in London on business. And today you can visit this very house because it is the site of the amazing Charles Dickens Museum, which is full of stuff from Charles Dickens' life, including the lectern that is on the front of the book. Yeah, and listen, don't forget to feed her this time. She was starving when I got home, okay? Poor dog. The British Museum, a treasure trove of artefacts and precious items from all over the world acquired by the British Empire. And this, on the very steps of the museum, is the place that Molly and Bram find out for the first time that Charles Dickens is missing. We are very close to Lincoln's Inn Fields here, and this is the site of the Old Curiosity Shop. Now, this shop is the very one that Dickens features in his novel of the same name, and this shop looms large in the story of the Riddle of the Disappearing Dickens. This is the Backstage Door of London's world-famous Lyceum Theatre. This is the stage that, in my book, Charles Dickens himself is kidnapped from, and this is the stage door that Molly and Bram have to blag their way through to find clues on the stage. Now, this tavern is called Ye Old Cheshire Cheese. It's one of the oldest establishments in all of London. It's so old that it was burnt down in the Great Fire of London and rebuilt in 1667. Let's have a look inside.
The Cheshire Cheese is the place that Molly and Bram meet a parrot called Myrtle, a foul-mouthed fowl who doesn't say any good words at all, but holds a clue to where Charles Dickens may have been taken.
Behind me is Fishmongers Hall, right beside London Bridge. This is the home of the worshipful company of fishmongers, and this is where Molly and Bram go when Molly needs assistance from the head fishmonger. But will she get it? This is our final stop in the whirlwind tour of the locations from the Riddle of the Disappearing Dickens. This is Jacob's Island, and this is the River Neckinger. And in Dickens' book, Oliver Twist, this is where the bad guy, Bill Sikes, meets a really smelly end. This river here, the River Neckinger, was well known for being a sewer for all the toilets of London to empty into. So it wasn't just water in there, it was something a little bit smellier than water. It was stinky, it was sludgy, it was porridgey, it was rat infested. And in the book, The Riddle of the Disappearing Dickens, well, I'm not going to tell you what happens, but let me tell you, it causes a bit of a stink. Molly Malone and Bram Stoker in The Riddle of the Disappearing Dickens is available in all good bookstores right now.